Welcome to self-discoverywisdom.com, formerly known as Self-Discovery Media. On these podcasts, you're going to hear people who speak from the heart. They've taken the journey in life. Many things have happened to them, but they've changed it to happening for them. And in their strength, their courage, they've discovered their abilities and their wisdom, and they are now sharing it here with you. Do enjoy each show. We bring it to you with love and knowing that it's going to help you on your journey of life. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. Welcome back to another edition of Sarah's View of Life, right here on selfdiscoverywisdom.com. I'm your host, Sarah Troy. Well, I'm in a little conundrum at the present moment. I have now for years been talking about the Forgotten Children series that I wanted to do, a book that has collaborators on that work with children, that are advocates for children, that know how to show the changes that are needed for children. And I sent out an invite to the people I'd interviewed and that I wanted in the book. Some have retired, some are unable to do it, and others have simply not replied. It's very frustrating because I'm not asking them for any money. I'm going to raise money for this. But at the same time, I really am so passionate about this book being out there. Now, I know it's probably my failing. I am wearing too many hats. As a host here, I get to do anything from 4 to 8 shows a week, depending on the time frame, or if I'm with my grandchildren or not. And I do everything. And so I do take on too much. And although I have a publisher, it's up to me to gather everybody, to get them out there, get all the information out there, to gather all the people. But sometimes it is like herding cats. So do we take on too much? I know I do. But at the same time, I feel if I don't, I'm not growing. I'm not achieving those things that are passionate to me. I know people talk about delegate, but let's understand delegation is always about money. And I'm always trying to do this on as least money as possible because everything costs. I run these shows by sponsorship and by donation, to which again seems to be something that is ignored. I know I sound like I'm moaning right now, but I'm at that mood today. I'm at that place today going, how much is too much and how much should I take on? And is this all a great idea, but I'm just not capable of doing it? I'm there today. And you know what? It's okay for me to be there today. I put out myself a great deal. Every show production I do is around 4 hours of production before it even reaches the social media or is published. It takes time. And then, of course, there's all the promotion of it, etc. I do have a disability. I have talked about that before. I have fibromyalgia and asthmatic. Lately, my asthma has been really bad, so bad that I had a terrible cough and conniption the other day on a show, and I pressed pause. And when I unpaused it, either I clicked the wrong button or the recording didn't carry on, and I did a wonderful show, only to find out it didn't record beyond the cough. So I think I have a break coming up in August where I'm going to take a week off, and I need that. And I know that right now I could be working 24 hours a day because there's always links to be fixed. I'm having problems with my site, with links being blown. I'm trying to talk to anyone. It's all on chat, and so you can never get hold of anyone. And they don't know what you're talking about. And you're hours on that chat trying to explain in simple terms what's going on. And it's all very, very frustrating. So yes, today I'm frustrated. And we're going to get like that in our business. We're going to get like that in our lives. And it's okay to say, I'm frustrated. It's okay to say, look, things aren't working the way I want them to work. Just because I'm enthusiastic doesn't mean other people are. Just because I'm passionate doesn't mean other people are. Just because I'm dealing with the issues doesn't mean that other people care. So yes, it's okay. You're going to get those times in life, in business, in any part of your life where things are just not working right. And sometimes it's the universe saying, take a break. Now, I wanted this book that I'm putting together, the Forgotten Children series book, to be out by Christmas. Because people are not responding and getting their chapters in, I doubt it will be out for Christmas, which is a shame because it also puts the other book behind that I wanted to get out in the springtime, which is the coaching thing. Are we all too busy that we're not paying attention to an opportunity in front of us? Are we only chasing the big opportunity, thinking it's going to have the bigger impact, and not look at the smaller one and the person that's willing to work so hard for you to get that attention that you need? Yeah, I'm a plodder. I'm not the big, huge neon sign, come on down, and mass production. I'm going to guarantee you thousands of listeners. No, I give these shows out to thousands of people. Whether they pick it up and what they do with it is up to them. There's no one that can guarantee who's going to listen, who's going to watch. No one can guarantee that. They can send it out to millions of people, but how many people are going to receive it, listen, learn, and apply? That no one can guarantee. So I'm a plodder. As I've said on many shows, I've become the tortoise instead of the hare. Because I realized by being the tortoise, I'm paying attention to small details. Now, sometimes those details are a little beyond me. I do have dyslexia as well as I have a disability. And sometimes it all just becomes a bit too much. Would I love to collaborate with other people where we could work together on this? People who aren't in it for the money, but are in it for the conviction and want to work side by side with me? 100%. Are those people out there? Maybe. Do I know them? No. I have a good publisher with Hill Publishing, but she's now waiting on me with the people. She can't do anything until the content is there. So sometimes we have to look at what we're doing and go, okay, should I be? Should I be doing this? I really do believe in it. I really do believe the message because for me, the podcast books are something that's taking it beyond just podcasting. But is this telling me just to stay in podcasting? I hope not. I hope this frustration and this limitation subsides and that everybody steps up and that we can get some momentum going again. I hope so because I so believe in it. I hope it's not another redirect. I hope it's not another full stop. I don't want to be just a podcaster as much as I love it. I've got these books that are the next voice. I have the mentorship that is the next voice. I have the sponsorship program, which is the next platform. I try and I will keep trying. But sometimes you just have to take a deep breath and go, okay, I step back. What am I meant to do? Am I meant to keep persisting and pursuing? Or is it telling me something different? And we don't know if it's telling us anything different while we're in the midst of it. Excuse me. Something's definitely out in the air there. We don't know when we're in the thick of it. So this weekend, I have a friend coming over for the weekend, and I'm going to take 4 days off, 4 days of no work. We're going to go down and see my grandchildren. She hasn't met the new grandbaby yet. And I'm just going to step away from business. Because sometimes that's what you have to do, to step back. There is some urgency if I want to get this book out in time. But at the same time, if that urgency isn't felt by the other people, then it doesn't matter how much you kind of whip the horse. It ain't going any faster. So what do you do when you're frustrated? What do you do when you feel, oh God, I thought I was in the right direction, and yet you're pivoting me again? What do you do to handle it? For me, yeah, I'm speaking about it. Normally I suck it up, but no, I'm speaking about it because I'm sure somebody else is listening to the show today knows what I'm talking about, knows those moments, those feelings where you're just sick to death, a constant pivot. Why can't this one just go in a straight line? But we take that deep breath and we go, okay, you can only do your best. You can only try. But if people don't respond, then what can you do? I wanted to have a whole Kickstarter campaign of raising the money for the publishing. And then all the money, the proceeds from the books goes amongst the people who have contributed to the book to their organizations, which are supporting children and families. But we will see. I have had a few people that have retired and other people that can't take it on right now. Maybe I need to put the offer out to other people I haven't yet interviewed that are immersed with children and give them the opportunity to be in the book. I thought this would be a 3-book series with so many people I've interviewed on children. But again, good intentions doesn't always mean good action. So that's my rant and rave for today. And it's good to get it off your chest now and again. It's good just to say, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. Do you plow forward? Do you pause and wait and see what happens? Do you pay attention to what the universe is adding or redirecting? Or do you just sometimes shut down and go, okay, I'm just going to switch it all off for a moment and just be present, doing something different and see where it takes me? Because that very often is the way to go. So that's where I'm at. I hope to bring this book to you. It means a great deal to me, and I've been talking about it for years. I hope then to bring you a collaborative business book. I hope then to bring you a Forgotten Seniors book. Then I hope to bring you a coaching health book, all the coaches who work on health. I hope they see the opportunity in it. That maybe they think that Sarah stays in her lane. I don't know. I'm here for a reason. I mean, the people I interview, I have just interviewed Mindy Shire, who started Gorment and the Runway of Dreams. Her child is handicapped and he wanted to wear a pair of jeans and he can't wear regular jeans because of his handicap. And so she created that and then realized there was an entire market, 1.4 billion people in the world with disabilities that nobody was addressing as far as the fashion industry. Nobody was designing for them or giving them the respect or dignity that they needed to be able to dress easily or even having clothes that represented the inside of them and not hindered the outside of them. Incredible. She pivoted just through her son bringing that attention to her. And now what she's doing, working with Tommy Hilfiger and Adidas and numerous other companies and bringing about that training and opening up those doors. And she only works with people with disabilities or differently able, as I like to call them. So hats off to her. Hats off to the people who've embraced that redirect, who see, my goodness, I thought I was going to be doing this, but this is where I belong. And it's beautiful to see that when people follow that. And I love it. Those are the stories that I bring you here on selfdiscoverywisdom.com. These are the people I bring you, the people that have stepped into their meaningful purpose, their calling. This is why I wanted to do the books, to take it a step further. This is why I offer the mentorship program, so you can actually see their services. This is why I'm open to sponsors, so they can actually bring forth that sponsorship to keep this network going, so we can keep bringing you those people that are so transformational in the work that they do. So I will keep plodding on, and I will hope and pray that the book will get life in it, because I do believe in it. I'm tired of the universe telling me to wait. I really want to get going on it. But I'm willing to take off a hat and hand it to someone else and say, help me. I have strengths and I have weaknesses. And where I am weak, I would love it to be somebody else's strength, so that we can really get this out there for the right reason. Where are you at with your challenges? Do you feel the same? Feel that every time you move forward, there's a bit of a pushback? Every time you really believe in something and people are so excited about it, but then they don't act on it, you feel frustrated? I hear you. I see you. I feel you. But let us not forget why we're doing it. Let us not forget the passion and the conviction behind it. This book will go out with the people I thought it was going to be with, or with other people. I will put this book out because I'm a huge advocate for our children. I know the disservice that we are doing with our children. We're breeding our children. Yes, breeding our children to be dysfunctional adults instead of guiding and enlightening our children to be the gift that they are to mankind, to this world, to this universe. The gift of who they are, their aptitudes and everything that they are is founded when they're young. And if we get behind them, their beautiful gifts of who they are, not demand that they fit in somebody else's idea of a box. No box. Categories, strategies, strengths, yes. But let us allow them to be who they are and what they've come here to do. By being behind them, being the wind behind their back, giving them the skills and the tools and the abilities they need in order to fulfill that journey. Instead of dictating that they should conform to this, that, and everything else that breeds such disconnection and dysfunction in the human society filled with miserable people because they've lived up to that expectation and they've denied the presence of who they are. Here on selfdiscoverywisdom.com, you're going to hear the people that walked away from the convention. They walked away from the dictation. They walked away from the conditioning. And they went through the process of self-healing, self-discovery, discovering self-love, meaningful purpose, and they've stepped into that role now to be that inspiration to you. I will continue to do this for as long as God allows me to do it. But I want to do more. And I hope that God is behind me. And I hope anybody else that wants to join me who sees that vision. And together we can move this forward and expand out even more. The need for education, the need for understanding, the need to be able to see things out of the form of control and allow that nurturing to be. So folks, until next time, I wish you all a wonderful week and nothing of frustration. Thank you for allowing me to get this off my chest. I will take a step back for the moment. I will put out an invite to other people if they wish to be a part of the book, as other people have not stepped up. And I will get this book out there, come hell or high water. But I hope I'm going to do it with people that want to join me for the right reason. I know we need money in the world to make it go round. I know we need money in order to get things done. But I think when the passion and the enrichment and the abundance of the intent is so high, the money will follow. And I want people to be a part of this because they see the abundance in the information, in the illumination, in the direction that it can take us. So until next time, folks, may you have a very smooth week. But if you are going through something that is frustrating, may it be something you can let go of or just take a step back from and re-clarify in a different light. Until next time, bye for now. We hope that you enjoyed the show. There are so many more for you here on selfdiscoverywisdom.com. Just go to the podcast tab at the top there and you will see all the many genres and all 3,000 shows ready for your listening. We are here to serve you, to help you on your journey of life, and we know that through inspiration it begets invitation. We are supported by you, the listeners, and those that we interview. Anything that you can spare us in donation would be greatly accepted, and we do hope that you enjoy the next show.